Hello, everyone. My name is Emily Golia. I'm an actor, singer, and creator here in Los Angeles, and I am so excited to be with the uber talented singer songwriter, Nick Sanza. How's it going, Nick?
Hey, it's so good. Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that you're here.
Yeah,
Before
me
we get
too.
started, I'm going to show everyone a quick video.
Found the keys to the car we don't own anymore, and the stain on the couch that I used to ignore. When we were late and celebrated naked just because I still feel the weight of your head on my pillow, and the space where we slept in the middle. I couldn't stay, but if you come, my door is open. Like breadcrumbs, I'm leaving you clues. You're gonna choose what you choose. I'm learning to lose, but this loss feels new. Don't know how to miss you when I'm the reason I'm gone, when I'm the one who could have stayed, but I chose moving on. I don't know how to miss you if someone else is with you, when I'm alone and far away, not sure where I belong. Do you think about
Okay, I love that video. I love the song. Will you tell me how the song came to be and how the video came to be and everything about it?
Yeah, totally. Honestly, this song. So I was in New York City for like 11 years at the time, and I was like ready to move and just like shift the ground. So this song came out of me like really just trying to collaborate with all of the people that I had met while I was in New York on other people's projects. I wanted them to work on my project before I left. So in this write, I had Michael Bloom, who I had met through a few writes where I was lyric for them, and but I really wanted them to write on my project. We also wrote "What Do You Want" together, and then Michael Bloom is one of my like favorite singer songwriters in the city. So they also had one of my favorite songs, "In Between," produced by Stavros. So I really wanted to work with Stavros before I left, and so this was that, and we had like a 3-hour session booked, and so that's sort of how the session started. But the concept of the song was like I was moving away, and I didn't know anybody. I was moving to LA. I didn't know anybody, so I was like, everybody that I love, everybody that I know is in the East Coast, is in New Jersey and New York. And the question of the song was like, is it okay that I like, am I allowed to miss you and be like, yo, I miss you, or I wish I was with you, when I literally like picked up and moved away from you? Like it was like, do I have permission to take both of those things? Um,
Oh,
and and that was like kind of the impetus for the chorus.
yeah, and it's so relatable. I mean,
Thanks.
yeah,
Especially with the amount of like distance that was created through the pandemic. It was just like, if you choose to like leave your job and move away, or you choose to follow a passion or something, like, and leave something behind, is that like, what does that mean to everybody? It was really the question I wanted to talk about.
yeah. Wow. I absolutely love it. So
Thank you.
you're in New York, you're in LA now. Yes.
I actually moved to LA, stayed there for 2 months, and then went to Joshua Tree for 2 months because I really wasn't vibing with LA at the time.
Mhm.
And now I'm back in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So I couldn't
LA is
stay
an
away.
interesting place. And especially not knowing anyone, I think it's way easier to make friends and find a community in New York.
Mm.
Personally.
Yeah, and the pandemic was like a really tough time to move out there because people
Yeah,
weren't making friends.
absolutely not. Yeah. Well, if you ever try it again, you can be my friend. So,
Thank you. I
yeah.
will.
Um, so where were you born then? And yeah, where were you born?
Yeah, I was born in Ocean City, New Jersey. It's like a little beach town right outside of Atlantic City,
Yeah, so you really are super East Coast. That
East
makes sense.
Coast,
Yeah,
like flip flops and stuff. Like, yes.
totally. Yeah, I love it. And so when did you like get interested in music? When did you realize it was like, oh wait, I'm good at this?
Cool. I moved around a lot. My parents were divorced, and so I was like bouncing between schools. And then when I got into a high school, I was like, all right, I'm staying here. But I didn't have like a lot of friends, and they didn't know a lot about me. And so I remember one day, like a couple of buddies of mine that did musical theater invited me over to play pool, and I sang. Oh God, I can't remember. It was probably like this little Stevie Wonder do it song or something. But I sang it like in a different room, and I was like so nervous. I was like, no one can look at me or whatever. And they were like, you should audition for the musicals. And I was like, oh, okay. Um, and yeah, so it really started around then. I mean, I was always interested in singing, and I was singing in church a bit when I was younger, but I got a lot of like, negative reinforcement. A lot of people who were just like, oh, it doesn't sound too good. And So I was like very nervous for a while.
No, I get that. I mean, so then when were you like, okay, actually, I'm amazing at this and this is what I need to do with my life?
I think I was doing a lot of like competitive drama and like forensics competitions in New Jersey. And so I like knew that I wanted to study both singing and acting. And so I went to study musical theater, but it wasn't until actually after I like left my musical theater program that I thought that like writing or that like being the front man in a project was something for me. I kind of saw myself as like something in the background or you know, yeah, I don't know, I wasn't really sure on myself until after I kind of left college.
So then what was the moment where you were like, okay, actually, this is it?
Yeah, I studied after my musical theater program. I went and studied acting at the Esper Studio, and that studio focuses like the whole first year of the 2-year certification program on just like kind of getting to know how you respond to things. And in that, I was also 2 years into seeing the same therapist that I'd been with, and I was just like getting to know myself in a way I hadn't before. And then like marrying that with art, that was when I really like felt like, oh, like not only do I trust my instrument, but I like really am excited about what I have to say, and then like gave myself permission to you know write the words and to like be the front, you know.
Yes, absolutely. So
So
do
yeah,
you have
like
any advice? Oh, sorry, keep going.
no, just to say like so not that long ago.
No, yeah. Well,
It's
I
kind
love
of yeah.
that. I mean, like, and that it's a big decision, a big thing. It's really vulnerable. Like, do you have any advice for people out there that are just now starting to discover
Hmm.
their inner self?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I like a lot of my best friends are people who work in performing arts, and I think that like the reason I am so gravitated towards them is because of their bravery and their vulnerability and you know their like boldness in life. And I think that if young artists can like really tap into um, the things that like make them nervous and make them different, and then find like a community, however small it is, that like claps for that. I think you know fostering those relationships is what I would recommend.
I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
community is so important.
Yeah, especially when in music, it's like you're making 15 cents a song for the first half. So you got to
Yeah,
just be in it with people who love it as much as you.
yeah, awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I love that. I love your journey. Thank you for sharing it.
Yeah.
And
Thank you so much for having me.
yeah, I'm so excited to have you on the Phoenix platform. It's going to be an amazing way for new people to find your work and for you to promote yourself in all different
Yes.
ways. And yeah, I just can't wait to see what's next for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, have
Me
a great
too. I'm excited to share.
Yeah, of course. Have a
All
good one.
right. You too.
Bye.